Baylor University is a private Christian university located in Waco, Texas. It is both the state's oldest continuously operated institution of higher learning and the world's largest Baptist university. The mission of Baylor University is to educate men and women for worldwide leadership and service by integrating academic excellence and Christian commitment within a caring community. The original site of Baylor University was located in Independence, Texas, and was opened in 1846. In 1886, the Baptist General Association of Texas and the State Convention were combined to form the Baptist General Convention. As a result, Baylor University and Waco University, which Rufus C. Burleson had headed since he resigned as president of Baylor at Independence in 1861, were consolidated and rechartered as Baylor University in Waco. Under the control of the Baptist General Convention, Baylor was established on the Waco campus at the end of 1887. Robert Emmett Bledsoe Baylor was born in Lincoln County, Kentucky on May 10, 1793, the son of Walker and Jane Baylor. His father had been a captain in the Continental Army during the American Revolution and a company of dragoons that often assisted George Washington. Baylor received his formal education at a country school and at academies around Paris, Kentucky. After service in the War of 1812, he studied law in the office of his uncle, Judge Jesse Bledsoe, and was elected in 1819 to the Kentucky legislature. Around 1820, he moved to Alabama, where he practiced law, served in the Alabama legislature, and served as a lieutenant colonel against the Creek Indians in 1836. He was converted in 1839 and was ordained a Baptist minister, and at the age of 46 went to Texas. He settled near LaGrange in Fayette County and organized a school. He served under Edward Burleson at the Battle of Plum Creek in 1840. On January 7, 1841, Baylor was elected judge of the 3rd Judicial District of the Congress of the Republic of Texas and consequently became an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, an office he held until the end of the Republic. He was a delegate from Fayette County to the Convention of 1845 and served on 3 committees: Annexation, Judiciary, and General Provisions of the Constitution. He helped to write the first state constitution and favored free public schools, homestead exemptions, annual elections, and the exclusion of clergy from the legislature. In 1846, the first Texas state governor, J.P. Henderson, appointed Baylor judge of the state's 3rd Judicial District. Baylor served in that capacity until 1863. With William M. Tryon and J.G. Thomas, Baylor prepared the petition that led to the establishment of Baylor University in 1845. He may have donated the first $1,000 to the university. He served as a member of the Board of Trustees and taught law intermittently without pay. While traveling through his judicial districts on horseback to enforce the law, he held court by day and preached in the evenings. He presided at the first district court held in Waco and perhaps delivered the first sermon ever preached in that city. Baylor never married. He died on December 30th, 1873, and was buried, as he had requested, on the campus of Baylor University at Independence. His remains were reinterred in 1917 on the campus of Baylor Female College, now the University of Mary Hardin Baylor, in Belton. Zechariah, or Zenos, Wildcat Morrell, traveling Baptist preacher and missionary, church founder, journalist, and historian, was born on January 17, 1803, in South Carolina. He fought Indians in the early years of East Texas and while serving under Matthew Caldwell, fought at the Battle of Plum Creek and the Battle of Salado Creek. His dedication to the ministry of his faith strained his second marriage, unfortunately ending it in divorce. Undaunted, he persisted in leading Texas Baptists to the faith prescribed by the New Hampshire Conference of Faith and protecting them from the disapproved teachings. Morrell voluntarily helped solicit funds for Baylor University in 1847. Morrell spent his last years in the home of R.J. Sledge and Kyle and died there on December 19, 1883. Venerated by his peers, eulogized by the Baptist State Convention in 1884, and remembered for the achievements of his 50-year ministry, Morrell was buried in the yard of the First Baptist Church of Kyle. In 1946, his body was moved to the State Cemetery in Austin. In 1841, William Milton Tryon revived the church at Washington on the Brazos, previously pastored by Zenos Morrell. That same year, he and Robert Baylor led a revival at Washington on the Brazos, which added more than 30 members to the church. Also in 1841, Tryon began his first of 5 terms as moderator of the Union Baptist Association in Texas. In the second session of the Union Association at Clear Creek Church, Fayette County, which began on October 7, 1841, he suggested the formation of the Texas Baptist Educational Society and was joined by Morrell and Baylor in support of a Baptist college for Texas. Tryon and Baylor drafted the petition for a charter for the university, which they presented to the Texas Congress on December 28, 1844. The charter was approved by the government of the Republic of Texas on February 1, 1845. Tryon was elected the first president of the Baylor University Board of Trustees and served from 1845 until his death in 1847 of yellow fever.